All right, so what's up, everybody out there? How y'all doing? So, this is Strong Style here. All right, I always talk about and do deck profiles of my decks, right? So, Dawn of the New Era is what I play as well because I want to show you guys of okay, you've seen the test runs of the decks that I do, right? But that's just playing against yourself. You're just practicing and you're thinking what you're going against. Why not practice going against an actual player? Now, of course, yeah, it would be, of course, actual players. Rather, you go to a card shop, you have friends, family members who actually play the game as well. But if you don't, then you're just practicing against yourself. So why not just go into Yu-Gi-Oh! Dawn of the New Era, or of course, yeah, Duel Masters and practice going against players, or just a computer. So you see me when I've done these decks, I've gone against the computer. It's because not that many players go on Yu-Gi-Oh! Dawn of the New Era. But I would consider playing this better because okay, in Duel Masters, fun as well. It's a new game that came out about like I don't know. It's been I don't know 3 years or so. I don't know how long. But the reason why I would not depend on that is because okay, you want to start off playing the game with possibly the decks that you have right now. You want to play your Red Eyes deck. You want to play your E Hero deck. You want to play your Fiend Smith deck. But in Duel Masters, you're not going to be given that. You're just going to be given a starter deck of the method that you want to play, rather Fusion, Synchro, Exceed, Link. And it's not going to be the actual cards you're going to want to be playing. It could just be, it's just a starter deck, so you don't even know what cards you're getting. And when you start off the game, yeah, you're gonna have to do like what puzzles. You have to go against players, where you're going against these players who have those cards, and you really have no cards to possibly. It's just gonna be tough to go against them when you're just using an actual, an actual structure deck, whatever you're gonna be given. So a starter deck. Time by time, it's gonna take time to, of course, yeah, get I don't know in the game of like what you want to get coins, you want to get so you get the idea. You're not gonna be able to play exactly what you want to be playing already. Dawn of the New Era, the reason why I say is because, okay, when you get in the game, there's dual chat deck replays of the decks of, the plays that you did or the duel that you were in, and you can see what you did. Conclave store profile, you want to be in a team, you can be in a team. Now, deck, okay. Of course, as you have seen of what I have done, okay, look at the category, or rather, you're looking for a monster, spell, or trap, the rank or level, the scale, which would be pendulum, and then the cards you're looking for. Rather, if they're all, which would be like, they're unlimited, they're banded, they're limited, semi limited, OCG, TCG, TCG slash OCG, custom or no exclusive. So I consider this best because you are going to be given exactly what you want to be playing automatically. So this deck I'll be talking about. I haven't played this deck since May of 2025. And yeah, it is, of course, a deck I created. Now, okay, it is going to be using Dark Magician Girl. Okay. Pretty much, if you're going to use Dark Magician Girl, you're going to use it with, of course, yeah, Dark Magician. The way I made this, okay, I'm just having in Dark Magician Girl. So, so then, all right, Dark Magician Girl. This is the only card I'm going to be using. So, one Dark Magician Girl, it's because, okay, I'm depending on the Magician Girls. But I only use one Dark Magician Girl because, it's Magician Girl. Now you see right here, in the game of Duel Masters, you're not going to be given this. Here in Duel Masters, yes, in Duel Masters, you're not going to be given this. In Dawn of the New Era Pro, look, you're given all this and the artwork exactly of how Dark Magician Girl was created. And yeah, they're of course of course we can't use the original one in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh, but again, yeah, Dark Magician Girl, Spellcaster of a level 6. This card gains 300 attack points for every Dark Magician or Magician of Black Chaos in either player's graveyard. So yeah, I'm only going to be using one, and then let's see what art type I want to go with. Let me see, there's so many. I could go with just the original one, or I'll go with this archetype of Dark Magician Girl. There's only one. Now, this entire deck that I'm making doesn't depend on Dark Magician Girl. As I just said, I just have it in there because it's Magician Girl. Now, this would be like a girl deck. Magician. Okay, Magician Girl. All right, you see? Custom. This is like an artwork of a custom design of Dark Magician Girl. People have created the Dark Magician Girl in different kind of art type ways. Now, the Magician Girls, right here. Okay, I'm not playing all of them. I'm only going to be using some of them. Or let's just say, all right, first let's go with the Berry Magician Girl. So this is just a fun Magician Girl deck that I created. So, Berry Magician Girl is like Stratos. This card is normal summon. You can add one Magician Girl monster from your deck added to your hand. Once per turn, during either player's turn, when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets this card or targets this card for an attack, you can change this card's battle position. And if you do, special summon one Magician Girl from your deck, except Berry Magician Girl. Alright, so that's also you want to search for or special summon out Dark Magician Girl. Now, okay. Next, this is when it's going to get fun. And this is my favorite one out of all the Magician Girls. It's Chocolate Magician Girl. Now, in Konami, I don't know why they called these by actual, like, okay, candy is, chocolate. She doesn't look like she's chocolate, but it's Chocolate Magician Girl. She's considered the best one to me, and I love her effect. Yes, they may be level 4 monsters, 16 attack, but here's the effect of Chocolate Magician Girl. Once per turn, you can discard one spellcaster monster, draw one card. Once per turn, if this card is targeted for an attack, you can target one spellcaster monster from your graveyard, special summon it, except Chocolate Magician Girl, special summon it, then change that. Then the attack of your opponent's monster will be switched to the one that you have you brought out. The attack will go to that one that you brought out. The attack will be cut in half. And it attacks. Yeah, so it's like, all right, fine. Think of it this way. Okay, Chocolate Magician Girl, whatever you bring out. So let's say Dark Magician Girl from your graveyard. So you discard a spellcaster. Draw one card. Chocolate Magician Girl brings out one. So let's say you bring out Dark Magician Girl. 2000 attack, right? What if it was, like, let's just say, Red Eyes Black Dragon. 24, right? It'll be cut in half. So it goes to 12. The attack will get switched to Dark Magician Girl. Now the Dark Magician Girl is 2000. Now the Red Eyes Black Dragon becomes 12. And it would have to attack the Dark Magician Girl. The one I bring out. Chocolate Magician Girl is that fun, Of course, the girls, whatever, they're almost like, waifu kind of, from animes. I just love this deck, and it works so smoothly because, okay, this is not just Magician Girl, okay? So that's Chocolate Magician Girl. She brings out one. Apple Magician Girl is similar, has a similarity to the Chocolate Magician Girl. Okay, I don't get it. Why apple? But of course, yeah, maybe from red because of a red apple. But okay, I don't know why they did this, and she doesn't look like an apple. But that's what they did. All right, so Apple Magician Girl. Once per turn, if this card is targeted for an attack, you can special summon a level 5 or lower spellcaster type monster from your hand. Then change that attack, and if you do, the attacking monster becomes half. Similar to Chocolate. So Chocolate brings one from the graveyard. The attack is switched to the one you bring from the graveyard. It's cut in half. Apple Magician Girl is the same thing except the one that you bring from your hand onto the field. Cut in half, and it will attack the one that you brought from your hand. So similarity. Bring back from the graveyard, special summon one from your hand. Same effect. Now imagine this, and I've done this a lot of times. Let's say, okay, Apple, were to be attacked. From your hand, you brought out chocolate. What happens when they attack chocolate? Then you use chocolate's effect to bring out any magician, any spellcaster. And that's double because one apple cuts it in half. Then you go chocolate cut in half. It attacks the one you bring out from Chocolate Magician Girl. Then that twice. So it's doubled. Cut in half. And it does not say at the end phase it goes back. No. That target of the monster, okay, so that monster of your opponent's monster is cut. That's what it is. That's what these magician girls do. And then there's just Kiwi Magician Girl. I don't use lemon. Lemon, I say it just sucks. I don't like lemon. But Kiwi Magician Girl. Well, Kiwi Magician, I use one. Not two. My mistake. I run one. Kiwi Magician Girl. During either player's turn, you can discard this card from your hand. Magician Girl monsters you currently control gain 300 attack and defense for each Magician Girl monster with different names on the field and in the graveyard until the end phase. Spellcaster type monsters you control cannot be destroyed by card effects, and your opponent cannot target them with card effects. Alright, cool. I did say that's the only Magician Girls, right? Now, okay. When I started playing the Magician Girls, I was trying to figure out, like, okay, what makes it better? Okay, if you're going to use Dark Magician, of course, that would be the best way to play them. But I did not want to run Dark Magician in here because Dark Magician is not a girl. So, okay. What I was playing also before, except the deck is dead. There is no way you're going to survive. No way that deck is going to survive. So, and I've been wanting to play this deck for a long time too. I've been trying to figure out what makes this deck useful. The Fortune Ladies. Now, the Fortune Ladies is dead. There is no way this deck is gonna survive or be played anymore. No one's gonna play this deck anymore. Now, the only reason why I'm playing it. So yeah, when this was never made yet, and I was just playing Fortune Ladies, it was just like dead. There's no way of this deck can be played. I tried it with going a Cyber Dragon way because you're gonna special summon when Future Visions is on the field, which is their field spell. Whenever a special summon, whenever a card to be special summoned, yeah, it gets banished for that one turn. So I'm like, okay, let's try a Cyber Version way. That didn't work. I tried a Zombie way. That didn't work. So I was like on both ways. How do I make this Chocolate Magician? How do I make this Magician Girl deck work? And how do I make this deck work? Well, I found my answer. You put both of those together. Put both of those decks together. So, this is the only ones I'm using. You go Fortune Lady Dark. Fortune Lady Dark. This card's attack and defense are equal to its level times 400. For each of your standby phases, increase the level of this card by maximum of 1 by the level. So it starts, 5 times 4 starts at 2,000. So as long as Fortune Lady is on the field, comes to your turn, it'll increase to 1, so 6. 6-star monster Fortune Lady Dark will beat, and then it'll increase 400 more, so it's a 24 attacker. When a Fortune Lady monster you control destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can select one special summon Fortune Lady monster from your graveyard. I love how this deck runs. See, so imagine this. Chocolate Magician Girl, you discard Fortune Lady Dark, draw your card, right? So when your Chocolate Magician Girl were to be attacked, you bring out Fortune Lady Dark, starts at 2,000, right? It attacks Fortune Lady Dark. Now, whenever a Fortune Lady Dark were to be attacked or is attacked, then you bring out I was using water. Okay, so water. Whenever you have a fortune lady on the field, besides itself, and it would be special summoned, draw 2 cards. By the maximum of you're gonna start off by 3 times 4, so 12. 12 attack fortune lady water will be. It's amazing. Like imagine this. Okay, fortune lady dark and fortune lady water is in the graveyard. Fortune lady, so dark, so or let's just say water's in my graveyard. Dark is in my hand. Chocolate Magician Girl. So send away Fortune Lady Dark to draw your card, right? It would be attack, Fortune Lady Dark. It attacks Fortune Lady Dark. When Fortune Lady Dark destroys a monster, which it did, because it clashed into one, bring out Fortune Lady Water. That's 1, 2, 3 spellcaster monsters you have on the field. And Fortune Lady Water. Draw 2 cards. So you send away, draw 1 card, bring out 1, attacks this monster, special summon, draw 2 cards. It's just amazing. And again, it's level 5 or level 5 or lower. Fortune Lady's Dark starts at a level 5. So it can be Apple Magician Girl, where to be attacked. Special summon Fortune Lady Dark from your hand. And then the attack will go to Fortune Lady Dark. And what if you have water? And then what if you have water? Special summon. And then just Fortune Lady Earth. 1 Fortune Lady Earth. Increase the attack times 400 during each standby phases. Times by 1. Maximum of 12, so it's at 6. 6 times 4, 24. Now, each standby phase, your opponent takes 400 points of damage. So a little burn, not bad. See, that's it. I love how this deck works. So I've been trying to figure out what works with Fortune Ladies. What does Magician Girls work with? I tried both of these. It runs so smoothly well. And yeah, they're girls, ladies. So it's girl, yeah. Now, okay, one more monster. A Blizzard Princess. She may be an 8-star monster, but you can tribute summon this card by tributing 1 face up attack position spellcaster monsters you control. After this card was normal summoned, your opponent cannot activate spell trap cards for the rest of this turn. If it was done that way. I just love this. It's so amazing. And we're just talking about monsters right here. See, imagine this. As I said, I've been trying to figure out how can I work the Fortune Ladies again. I want to run this. Okay, but I guess my only choice is I can only use some of them, not all of them. So the fire does not work, the wind does not work, the light doesn't work. But the dark, water, and earth works. So I thought of how about I try both of these together? It works so smooth, it works so well. And you'll see in the duels of how it is. So that's just monsters. Magician Girl and Fortune Ladies. Let's see, magical. Right. See, I just put magical, and then look at all these cards of look at everything here. But we're looking at, okay, in a staple of a spellcaster deck, you're gonna want to run magical dimensions. If you control a spellcaster monster, you can target 1 card your opponent controls, tribute that target, then special summon 1 spellcaster monster from your hand, and then destroy that 1 monster. Now here's the thing. It does say target, right? But it says target your monster, not target your opponent's monster. It's not a targeting effect. So don't always believe those players when they say, "Oh, magical dimension, you can't target my monster." Where on the text did it say it targets my opponent's monster? Nowhere it says it. Yeah, it does say target, but it's target your monster, not the opponent's. And it's a quick play. And imagine, yes, if Fortune Lady Dark was on the field, magical dimension, you go Fortune Lady Water, you have a Fortune Lady on the field, draw you 2 cards. It's just amazing. I just keep on saying amazing because I just love how this works. Okay, pot of duality. You're not gonna special summon a lot with this deck. The only way you're gonna special summon is by Fortune Lady Dark, bringing out a Fortune Lady, Chocolate Magician Girl special summoning one from the graveyard, Apple Magician Girl special summoning one from your hand, and then Berry Magician Girl, when attacked, switch to defense position, special summon one from your deck onto the field. And that's Magical Dimension, but really, it's not going to affect you as much. Of course, Pot of Duality, reveal the top 3 cards. Choose one, bottom of the deck. No one really cares about this card anymore, but this was the way I had it before. So Book of Moon. Target one face-up card on the field, changed it to face-down defense position. Okay, no one really cares about this card anymore. But as I said, I just said it again. It's not a bad card to have. The only thing that sucks about Book of Moon is you cannot put down link monsters. All right. Spell Book of Spellbook of Wisdom. Now, here's what I use Spellbook of Wisdom for. Okay, it says target one spellcaster monster on the field, then activate one of these effects. Rather, one, that face-up monster is unaffected by spell cards effects this turn. Or two, that face-up monster is unaffected by trap cards this turn. Okay, I'm going to show you in a bit. So then you go Raigeki, spelled it wrong. Okay, Harpies. Of course, art types. Nowhere in the game you're going to be given this of Dual Masters. Monster Reborn, okay. Trap cards. Impulse, okay. Now here's the combo about using Spellbook of Wisdom. Torrential Tribute. Doesn't target, all cards are gone, right? But if you can pull this off with Spellbook of Wisdom, remember all cards are gone, right? But if you can choose one of your spellcasters, it's a combo play. Have this face down, have this face down. When your opponent activates something, Torrential Tribute, right? All cards gone. But if you chain into Spellbook of Wisdom and activate the effect of, that face-up monster is unaffected by trap cards. At least one of your monsters stays, all cards are gone. All monsters are gone, at least one of them stays. That's like a little combo trick I do. All right, Magician Circle. Two art ways of doing it. Two artworks that they did. Oh, that's 39. My mistake. I meant to put in a second Raigeki. Oh no, wait, that's okay. No, let's take that out. Spell that once again, Raigeki. I meant to put two in there. Oh, 39? Okay. My mistake. I forgot to put in one more card. All by the grave. Okay. Okay, Magician's Circle. Whenever a spellcaster declares an attack, you or your opponent, each player special summons a spellcaster monster with 2,000 or less attack from their deck in attack position. That brings out any of these. The only thing that cannot bring out is a Fortune Lady because they don't start off with an attack yet. But whenever one attacks, so even if my Fortune Lady is attacked, I can go Magician Circle and bring out any of the others because they do start off with attack. Blizzard Princess you can't bring out because that's 28. This is a Call by the Grave. I've never seen this version of it, but okay. But it is just by Call by the Grave. See, again, the decks I make, they're just fun. No extra deck. This is Magician Girl with the Fortunities. Magician. Fortune Lady. Okay, Magician Girl, Fortune Lady. Let's call it that. So yeah, Spellbook of Wisdom and Torrential Tribute's my combo I do. Remember, Torrential Tribute, it's not targeting. Magical Dimension is not targeting. So this is the deck. Let's get on with the duel then. Now, okay, you could go player versus player, and okay, the reason why I don't go is because yeah, there's no one right now. There's no one right now to play against. Let's see, ranked, no one. So that's why. And then I don't do tournaments. So that's why I go okay, single player dueling robot. Now you've seen always, of course, I go against Blackwing. I go against Cyber Dragon, um, Frog, Evil Swarm. Those are the easiest decks right now to go against in a dueling robot. If you play against anything else, absolutely not. You're not going to survive. Any other deck, it's going to take a while, and you're not going to even know what they mean. Like when I tried an Altergeist, I think that's the way you say it. If I said it wrong, my mistake. In like 1 minute, he played. It was played like 5 cards all at once. I didn't even understand it. Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon in like 2 turns. He brought out 2 Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragons automatically. It was like no way in hell you're gonna survive. So 3 minutes starting hand. All right, single duel. You could go against a player if you want a character. All right, so Black Wings. Okay, duel. Magician Girl, Fortune Lady. Single duel. Okay. I'm starting off. Okay. To activate Pot of Duality. Fortunately Dark, Magical Dimension, Dark Magician Girl. Fortunately Dark. Compulse. And my turn. No. Still no. Now, yes. I don't want to deal with a synchro monster. Send that back. Fortune 80 water. Okay. And so another chocolate magician girl. You need to keep that. Mirror Force. Alrighty then. Here we go. He mirror forced me. But I have another chocolate magician girl. Effect. Let's see. No need to. Battle phase. I told you what happens if you attack a chocolate magician girl. You bring out dark. See? Now what happens next if the Fortunately Dark attacks? See, that was cut in half. It slashed into my Fortunately Dark, so that's gone. Fortunately Dark. Bring out Fortunately Earth. When you have a Fortunately on the field, draw 2 cards. Activate. They become 24. Attack. Becomes 15. But yeah, it works so smoothly. I just love it. Oh god, really? Put you right back to my hand. I'll have to keep you back to my hand. But okay, fine. Main phase 2, I'll have to summon you right back. But you saw how that was, bringing out 3 spellcasters. Straight like that. I had 3 spellcasters. Okay. Once again, then, bring out the dark. Cut in half. It'll go to my dark. And dark, I just do it right back once again. Draw another 2 cards. Dark Magician Girl. Okay, first, yes, increase. Anything else? No. Increase once again. So you start from the beginning. See how it is? It's just crazy. Do effect? No. No. Okay, he took it. 24 attack. No need to. No. 24. 15. What is the MS team? Call by the grave? Okay, that's fine. Go ahead. Increase it again. So you go to 18. Increase you again. You go to 28. Let's just play Pot of Duality, see what we get. Apple, book, berry. I'll just go with berry. Oh, and this is just funny. Okay, berry. Coming out little berry. I don't get why, it's called berry also. She doesn't look like a berry. She looks like a little baby with a pacifier. That's it. And I'll just show you how berry magician is. Yeah, berry, search for a magician girl. So let's just say you want to go for Kiwi magician girl. Only 300 attack points, right? 300 life points more. Okay, I'll just finish it with the berry. That is it. You saw how that is. It just works so smoothly. Um, I'll go second. Chocolate and berry is what you want to start off with. All right, so I have chocolate already. Let's go with and then okay, apple. What's that? Magical. And my turn. Harpy's feather duster. Okay, then yes, let's go. Magical dimension. My berry. To summon out my full magician girl. Destroy a monster? Yes, I will. Destroy that monster. Rabbit. Oh my god, you are gonna pay the price for doing that. I forgot about the other effect of Apple Magician Girl. When it is gone, you can search for a Magician Girl right back to your hand. Oh, heck no, not activate it, but I'll set it. No, damn it, why did I do that? Fine, Earth, I'll bring you out. And I can still attack, I forgot about that. Activate. So, two things. One, it takes 400, and now it's at 28. Magician Girl. Activate. Search for a chocolate Magician Girl. Oh. And let's just attack with the berry. Apple. Yes. You know what happens when you when you attack Apple? Cut in half, and you know what happens when you attack a dark lady, a Fortune Lady Dark? I bring out another Fortune Lady. Increase the level. Increase the level. Increase the level, and you take battle damage. So 24, 32, 24, 12. 24. 24. And I'll end it with my Fortune Lady Earth. I've been trying to figure out this whole entire time, how do I make the Fortune Ladies work and how do I make the Magician Girls work? Best scenario, put them both together. All right, let's try I'm gonna try one more. Of course, I always go against the normal ones, just let's try Lightsworn then. Because I'm telling you, yeah, the other ones are not gonna last that long. You're not gonna last that long. Get your chocolate. Nothing, huh? You don't play nothing on me? All right. Draw my card. Magician Circle. When a spellcaster attacks, I'll bring on my Dark Magician Girl. Oh, but yeah, Lumina's a spellcaster. Okay, I know this is gonna. Yep, I knew what he had it in his hand. You bring your Trick Clown, huh? Alrighty. Go ahead, bring that right back. I don't care. Even if I torrential, they're just gonna bring those right back. Okay, that's an Earth, so it's not gonna affect me if I attack once again. To defense, no. Um, attack. Lila, huh? But Lila's a spellcaster. You wanted to get. Oh, okay, yeah, I guess you had more cards in your hand. That's why. activate. Okay, so earth, water, normal summon. But the effect doesn't go because it's not special summon. It just stays at 12. Battle. 16. You bring that out, fine. Attack with the Dark Magician Girl. And attack with my Fortunate Water. Monster Reborn. Hmm, not quite. Okay. If he does the effect of Exciton Knight again, I'm gonna have to compulse. Battle phase. Ah, you attack chocolate, huh? Well, you know what happens when you attack chocolate. I'll just bring out. I do not have one in my hand, so no need to play apple. Just bring out earth. See, any. I can bring out any. That's why sometimes it's fun. You run around with the Fortune ladies. Cut in half, it attacks. You see what it does? Okay, this time I'm gonna have to because this is only once per turn, so he would be able to kill chocolate. But I want my chocolate alive, so no. Absolutely not. So activate. Oh, this is gonna be personal. 400 points. Oh my goodness! Wow, that's personal right there. Set it. Activate. Oh boy. Battle phase. Attack. Wow. Right there. So yeah, you see? I don't know why I keep on saying this just because yeah, I just love this deck. Imagine running these girls right here. You got your fortune ladies, which I've been trying to figure out this whole entire time. I don't know why I keep on saying it, but yeah, it's because I've been trying forever. Ever since this deck started like becoming useless. I know at some point this deck had to still be useful. The Magician Girls, I know at some point it had to be useful. Or unless you use Dark Magician, but I did not want to run Dark Magician. There's got to be some way to do this. And then I found my method right here. You run this with the Fortune Ladies, only these Fortune Ladies, and why not have a little backup with Blizzard Princess? And then just, yeah, it is a girl deck, so why not just have a Dark Magician girl? And you saw how this is. It's, there is no this deck is not dead to me. It's just fun. And you saw how it is. So, Magician Girl Fortune Lady, I haven't ran this deck in like since of May of 2025. So then, hope you guys enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll be speaking to y'all later. Peace.